BlueMetric is mission-ready water. We are world-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. BlueMetric provides a full range of environmental consulting services supported by bespoke engineering solutions for emergency, self-contained, and permanent water systems, and is always mission-ready with a full range of in-house support. There is no successful mission without water. We are proud to partner with Atlantic Canadian Industries. We are mission-ready water.
I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds.
And I'm Hannah DeGeer from BlueMetric.
And what a pleasure it is to be in conversation right here at Maritech 2024 in the beautiful port city of St. John's, Newfoundland. Keith, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Keith Whittingstall with Calian Composites. I'm the business development manager. We're based in Saskatoon, where we manufacture everything from satellite dishes to gas station surrounds.
Wow. Keith, what was your journey into that role?
Spent 23 years in fiberglass manufacturing as well as distribution across Western Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Calian broadly, the company. I mean, Calian, big name, big company, doing a lot of cool things. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, over 4,500 people in the company globally. Head office in Canada, Ontario. We have a defense division inside the advanced technologies division, which is the one that we're in. We also have a health division, a learning division, and a cyber solution division. So it's really diverse, and we're able to bring in different portions of the company to help us with a composite project, and vice versa. We work back and forth.
Can you maybe tell us a little bit more about the composite division within Calian?
Yeah, we started out about 2014 when Calian and at the time SED Research wanted to provide themselves with their own satellite dishes. And they went and did a knowledge transfer with the National Research Council of Canada, and that's where I met them initially. And they started making 10-meter segmented dishes with less than 200 microns in deviation after it's set up in the field. Okay. They're petals. There's 12 different petals in the 10-meter dish.
Okay.
So.
And talk to me a little bit about the tech here. So why would somebody go with this over another sort of form?
Well, one of the things, one of the reasons why I'm at Maritech is to see if I can't help the engineers and designers come up with lighter weight ships, because there is a drive towards reducing weight. And composites are as strong and a lot lighter than any kind of metal. And so it provides lots of different advantages, including corrosion resistance, along with the strength and weight ratio.
Talk to me about the corrosion resistance. So how does that work?
Basically, fiberglass and resin, depending upon what the particular material is you're trying to reduce the corrosion in happening. For instance, in acid tanks, you would use a certain kind of resin. But in the case of ships, internal pieces or external pieces, the salt water would not rust the composite part.
Wow. And pretty bespoke engineering. Is it sort of like you have a product for a client, or does it, whatever the client needs, you kind of manufacture to their needs?
It's pretty much custom, Alan.
Yeah.
Customers come to us with a requirement, and we can take it from a napkin drawing all the way through, or we can take their molds and go from there. But the key thing is to understand that with composites, you do need molds. And so there is some upfront cost. But then after that, the molds will last a long time, as long as they're taken care of good. And it provides an avenue for a customer to be able to call us, order parts, or do it on a regular basis, however they prefer.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, I mean, it sounds like you're a great offering for this sector. Sector is probably new to the idea, or you're new to the idea for them. Talk to me about the traction you're having in the room so far.
Well, there is a bit of a a lack of, I guess you could say, composites in ships. We all know that pleasure crafts for years, all the way up to 120-foot yachts, have been made with composites, but it hasn't got through to the commercial ship industry or to the Navy. And that's why we're here, because we'd like to see if we can't start adding some internal pieces, wheelhouses, crew quarters, that type of thing.
Right.
Even talking with the galley folks here today, I think that there's composites that they could put into their galleys to reduce weight in the kitchen.
Because, of course, every time you reduce weight on the ship, right, there's the trickle-down effect of ship is lighter, it can move faster, you know, less fuel. It makes sense all along the way. And, of course, in the environment that's required here, that corrosion issue is very important. And it seems to me like you're ticking all the boxes there.
Well, we're really hoping we get some interest from the Navy, from the private sector as well. You know, we've been talking with some of the larger shipyards. Was at the Davy Symposium back in March in Montreal, which was really informative and very interesting to meet these different people and try and dive into meeting the engineers that are here today too.
What does your ideal client look like? What's an ideal, if there is an ideal client?
You know, we do work for defense. We do work for, like I said before, gas stations. We've done work for drone target boats, for instance. We've made those for a customer, and the Canadian Navy goes and blows them out of the water. But a perfect customer is a customer who is looking for a complex shape, something that they'd like to perhaps reduce weight in. In mining, for instance, there's corrosion in potash, the same thing as you have with the salt water. So there's lots of different avenues that wouldn't want to nail down one customer.
Right.
It'd be tough.
Can you maybe tell me about your future direction with the composites in the shipbuilding industry and where you see Calian entering the market?
Well, I really think it's internal right now. External, I don't think there's a real place at this point in time for composites. But in the wheelhouse, it could be an external piece for the wheelhouse. Absolutely.
Building that awareness of composites, and we are here to help and
correct.
Bring us your problems, and we'll provide solutions. Yep.
Lighter weight, as Alan said, reduce emissions, different propulsion.
I mean, I have a question for you. I mean, obviously, if you're building this thing, you're molding this thing, can you embed any tech inside the?
Yes, you can. Thanks for asking. We do actually embed de-icing systems into our satellite dishes. So those types of embedding can happen with different types of metal, in fact, or foil. We use that in satellite dishes as well. So, but the de-icing really is something that's necessary in a satellite dish if you're going to go 12 months of the year, especially in Canada.
I got to tell you, Calian, a big company, very, very well known across this country and globally, of course. And this is a great offering. I'm so glad that you're here at Maritech to kind of showcase exactly this aspect of Calian, because a lot of these companies want to get involved with very well-respected, well-known Canadian companies, and Calian hits all those marks.
Well, thank you very much. We're working towards making a mark. So,
great.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Keith.
All right, thank you.
Great to be in conversation with Keith.
BlueMetric is your partner and works with Atlantic Canadian industries and organizations who are concerned about the water health of our planet and the people who inhabit it in an environmentally and culturally sensitive manner. BlueMetric joins the growing number of like-minded, innovative Atlantic Canadian companies who are changing the environmental landscape for the globe in a world-class way. World-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. We are mission ready.